All right, let's dive into a real masterclass on brand storytelling. And we're going to use a fantastic case study to do it, the recent redesign of the Y Combinator website. So how do you redesign a website for an absolute legend in the industry? And maybe an even bigger question, how do you sell a dream instead of just, a product? We're going to explore exactly that by looking at the specific choices one of the most influential institutions in tech made. Okay, first up, let's set the stage. To really get why the new site is so brilliant, we've got to take a quick look at the old YC homepage. So the old site, it was fine. It was a very utilitarian website. But the big critique was that it felt a little bit like a B2B SaaS template. You know the kind I'm talking about? It's functional, sure, but it just lacked any real inspiration. It didn't tell the unique, incredible story of YC at all. The headlines, for instance, were super vague. You'd see something like, Top YC companies. What does that even mean? That completely fails to communicate the reality, which is that we're talking about dozens of billion-dollar companies here. It just doesn't hit. And then you had claims that weren't quantified at all. Like, they'd say, we improve the success rate of our startups. Okay, but by how much, right? It just begs the question. Without a number, it's just words. And the framing, wow. The messaging was often framed negatively. It focused on what YC doesn't do, like we don't take a board seat. Instead of talking about the positive side of that, what they do offer instead, it's just not a very inspiring way to talk to potential founders. So, the team knew they needed a fundamental shift in philosophy for the redesign. They needed a new North Star to guide them. And this is it. This is the big idea. They said, we really wanted to not sell you a program, but instead make you dream. That's the whole ballgame right there. The goal wasn't conversion, it was pure inspiration. To anchor this whole philosophy, they went back to an essay by Paul Graham and found one word, formidable. That's the word he used to describe the extraordinary founders YC funds. And that one word, that became the emotional heart of the entire project. All right, let's get into the new design and see how they actually translated this philosophy into specific features on the page. Okay, check this out. The core visual theme is this brilliant before and after of successful founders. You see them at their most humble beginnings, and then right next to that, you see their later success. It makes the whole journey feel so much more relatable. And the message it sends is crystal clear. This could be me. It lets you, as an aspiring founder, see that these incredible people, they started in the exact same place you might be right now. So after they've established that human story, then they hit you with the big number, over $1 trillion. That's the combined valuation of all the companies YC has funded. It just lands so much harder when you've already connected with the people behind the number. Now, this part is really cool. The site uses all these little interactive elements to really bring the story to life. So instead of YC just talking about itself, the site uses this composite quote from a bunch of different founders. It's made of all these different pieces, and as you hover over each part, you can see who actually said it. It's their story in their own words. And you see this same idea pop up in other places. There are these animated photos of the advisors and a really powerful section on the YC partners. And this is so clever. It really drives home the idea that the partners were founders too. When you hover over a partner's headshot, it reveals a photo of them back when they were going through their own YC batch. It's just this instant, powerful way of saying, hey, we've been there. Okay, so the how behind this redesign is just as interesting as the what. Their whole process was really new. They basically jumped from Figma to actually coding in the browser almost immediately. They used AI as a creative partner to prototype interactions live, right there on the screen. Yeah, they said they used Opus 4.5 as like a coworker. They were literally giving it prompts like, display it creatively. This new process meant they could spend way less time on the boring coding stuff and more time on the storytelling and the interaction design, which is what really matters. So, let's wrap this up. What are the key things we can learn from this whole process? Well, we've learned just how powerful it is to sell a dream over a product. We saw the importance of showing that transformation, not just stating facts. And we saw how new AI tools can really unlock a team's creative bandwidth. And that leaves us with a really important question to think about for our own projects, doesn't it? Is your website just a tool, or is it actually telling a story?